This inaugural event will honor Pittsburgh natives who have advanced the mission of equality, opportunity, and prosperity for our city and our county, our country, our county as well. With these awards, the City of Pittsburgh, in partnership with the Urban League of Pittsburgh, will recognize the significant contributions Pittsburghers have made in Black history. Tonight, 2 legacy awards will be presented. One to an historical figure from the region who has made tremendous contributions to Black history, and one to a local organization that exemplifies and continues the work of that individual. In addition, 6 honorable mentions will be awarded. And now it is my distinct privilege to introduce the man responsible for creating these awards, the Honorable Mayor Luke Ravenstahl.
Thank you very much, Lynn, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. It's an honor to welcome you here to the portico of the City-County building for our first annual Black History Honors Legacy Awards. I want to, before I begin, acknowledge some other elected officials that are with us this evening, beginning with our councilman, the Reverend Ricky Burgess. Reverend Burgess, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support and leadership in the city. I want to acknowledge District Judge Oscar Petit, who is here. District Judge, thank you for being here and all that you do. And I also saw Doug Anderson, who is the Deputy City Controller, on behalf of Controller Michael Lamb. Doug is over there. Thank you very much, Doug, for being here. I also want to thank the Black History Honors Committee, which was chaired by Sabrina Saunders from my office, for doing such an outstanding job of putting this event together tonight. So let's give Sabrina and the entire committee a big round of applause. We have a tradition of annually celebrating Black History Month with an exhibit here in the City-County building. On February 9th of this month, we kicked off the 2009 Black History Month celebration with an art and photo exhibit honoring 12 Black service organizations. And if you look around the portico, you will see them displayed throughout. They will be displayed throughout the remainder of this month. This year's theme is Born to Lead, Called to Serve, and as I mentioned, it runs through the end of February. This year, we've recognized the major contributions of African Americans in the region, and we also decided to pay tribute to the Pittsburgh Black History Makers. February 19th, just last week, I had the honor and privilege of welcoming 7 members into my office to issue them proclamations, and those organizations and individuals are such that made significant contributions to Black history in our region, and we offered them proclamations this past Thursday. Tonight's event, our first annual Black History Honors Award ceremony, wraps up our festivities for this year's Black History Month celebration. Since I've become the mayor, it's been a goal of mine to strive to be a champion for diversity, and I'm determined to make Pittsburgh America's most livable city for each and every one of its residents. This is the month that we focus on specific contributions that the African American community has made to society and specifically to the Pittsburgh region. But the accomplishments need to be acknowledged and recognized not just in February, but all year long. That's what this initiative will hopefully achieve. I feel this is something that is long overdue. We wanted to do something special to acknowledge accomplishments for some time now, and I'm glad that we finally found a partner that was willing to partner with us in this effort, the Urban League of Pittsburgh. I'll introduce Esther in a minute, but I do want to say, and you'll see after Esther speaks and we reveal our special presentation here this evening, it will be dynamic, and this will be the first in a series. This will be displayed not just in February, this will be displayed right over there to my left, 365 days a year, so that we recognize and appreciate the contributions, and then of course strive to achieve so much more. And it's now my great pleasure to introduce our partner in this effort. We certainly wouldn't be here tonight without the help of the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh, and you all know your fearless leader better than I, Esther Bush. Esther, please come forward. Thank you for all that you do.
Congratulations to the honorees. And thank you, Mayor, and good evening to everyone that is assembled here this evening. As many of you know, the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh has had the pleasure of serving the city of Pittsburgh and its surrounding counties for 91 years. And what we have done is strive to assist African Americans to achieve economic self-reliance, parity in power, and civil rights. Pittsburgh is a poster story of how a city can reinvent itself during uncertain economic and political conditions and emerge quite vibrant and strong. The success of the rebirth is evident in Pittsburgh's ranking as America's most livable city in 2007. Yet many Pittsburghers, specifically African Americans, may question how the city could be bestowed such an honor. But like me, many still really cling to the fact that there is hope. There is hope for a better tomorrow, despite the work that is yet to be done by us all. We believe in a better tomorrow for everyone. Western Pennsylvania, who believes in a just Pittsburgh, are standing up for our brothers and sisters. We are not just surrendering to the statistics. We are mobilizing the resources to eradicate poverty, eliminate racism, educate, and empower all of Pittsburghers to have and pursue their dreams. We face our challenges, our hope, and positive expectations toward economic self-reliance. We are determined that Pittsburgh will write our own ending, a positive ending that is inclusive. By joining forces, we can create the city where dreams for all of us can become true. In fact, the Black History Legacy Awards, which are being inaugurated this evening, really makes the kind of statement that we want to make, the kind of initiative that we want to continue to pursue here. And the Urban League is very pleased to be able to partner with the city of Pittsburgh in bringing attention to this, the accomplishment of another group of its citizens, African Americans. I am proud to say that the Urban League works with the city to serve its citizenry in several different examples. We have the Pittsburgh Housing Program, where we assist individuals who have needs every single day that are struggling to make ends meet in terms of renegotiating how they can better live in the housing here in the city. And also, we have an effort that deals with the Pittsburgh Partnership. We are really trying to do an outreach effort to students to make the area surrounding our schools a much better and safer place. So when we look at the Safety Zone Partnership, Pittsburgh puts kids first. It underscores the mayor's commitment. So we just want to say that we are here tonight. We are pleased to be here to engage in this first inaugural activity to really underscore the contributions of African Americans historically, now, and in the future. And I'm personally very appreciative of the fact that this is going to be an awards event that is annual and displayed right here in this hall on an ongoing basis, 365 days a year, 24/7. I congratulate the honorees and the mayor, and the Urban League is very pleased to be a partner this evening. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Esther. Now, before we present the Legacy Awards, we have 6 distinguished guests and organizations that are receiving honorable mentions for their contributions to Pittsburgh and their communities. They are truly making a difference in our city and our entire region. Each honoree will be receiving a certificate based on a painting by Leslie Ainsley, an artist in residence at the Pittsburgh Center for the Arts. Leslie has also created the beautiful artwork you will be seeing shortly. Now I'm going to call the names of all of the honorees this evening, and then I'd like them all, once all of the names have been called, to come forward for a photograph. The first is Dr. Dorothy Height. She is the President Emerita of the National Council of Negro Women. The second is Mr. William Strickland, President of the Manchester Bidwell Corporation. Next, representing the late August Wilson, the entire Ellis family, relatives of the late August Wilson. Next, we have the Kingsley Association and its Executive Director, Malik Bankston. Next, we have the Pittsburgh NAACP. Representing the organization tonight is Treasurer Anna Thorpe. And last, but certainly not least, NEED, the Negro Educational Emergency Drive, and its Executive Director, Dr. Sylvester Pace. Please come forward and have a photograph. And now for the Legacy Award. The following individual was chosen based on the following criteria. He or she demonstrates leadership and advancement of the arts or education, demonstrates commitment to diversity, social justice, and equality, demonstrates integrity through good faith efforts and advocacy for economic development and opportunity, contributes to the betterment of others through community building and innovation, and demonstrates passion and commitment to equality and excellence in education for younger generations. Mayor Luke Ravenstahl and the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh are proud to present the first Black History Honors Legacy Award to the late K. Leroy Irvis. K. Leroy Irvis was the first African American to serve as a Speaker of the House in any state legislature in the United States since Reconstruction. He was responsible for key legislation in fair employment and fair housing, establishment of the community college system and college scholarships, and the creation of the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission. Among the organizations to have formally honored Irvis are the NAACP, University of Pennsylvania, Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, and Dominion Resources. The University of Pittsburgh has a K. Leroy Irvis reading room in the Hillman Library. In 2003, the South Office building within the Pennsylvania Capitol Complex was renamed the Speaker K. Leroy Irvis Office Building. Accepting tonight on behalf of K. Leroy Irvis is Phil Petit.
Mrs. Irvis had to send her regrets. She's not feeling really well, so she called me last night and asked me would I step in for the family. So on behalf of Catherine L. Irvis, Reggie Irvis, and Sherry Irvis, I humbly accept this first award given to the Speaker, as we used to call him, the boss. I actually worked for him for 12 years before I came with the city. It's a very humbling experience that such an intellectual person to get a chance to work with. And we thank you so much for this award, and I'm so glad that the city of Pittsburgh made him the first person in terms of recognition of this type of award that we're giving out with the city, the mayor, and the Urban League. Thank you so much.
The organization chosen to receive the first Black History Honors Legacy Organization Award is the New Pittsburgh Courier. Accepting on behalf of the New Pittsburgh Courier is Rod Doss. The Pittsburgh Courier was once the country's most widely circulated black newspaper, with a national circulation of almost 200,000. Established in 1907 by a security guard, Edwin Harleston, and aspiring writer, the newspaper gained national prominence after attorney Robert Lee Vann took over as the newspaper's editor, publisher, treasurer, and legal counsel in 1910. By the 1930s, it was one of the top-selling black newspapers in the country. From the beginning, the Courier called for improvements in housing, health, and education. The Courier continues to empower African Americans economically and politically still today. Congratulations to Rod Doss and the new Pittsburgh Courier.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, President Bush. Thank you. This is a great honor. And to be the first in this continuing tradition, I humbly accept on behalf of the New Pittsburgh Courier. Next year, the New Pittsburgh Courier will celebrate 100 years. That follows with the outstanding editorial direction that laid the foundation by Robert L. Vann. I can tell you this, he laid a solid foundation because through the portals of the Courier came some of the finest journalists, photographers, engravers even, and people who were talented beyond their ability to be recognized by other media. You see, it was a time when our folk just were not given the opportunity to work elsewhere. But the Courier provided an opportunity for those to practice their field and soar in their field. When you recount and look back through those 100 years, you begin to take in all the history that was captured by these folk. It was a tremendous amount of history across this country. Now, I might tell you this, the Courier had 21 separate editions across this country. It wasn't just here in Pittsburgh. 21 separate editions, down south in Florida, all the way out to the West Coast, and Chicago, Detroit, Georgia, Ohio, New York, you name it, we were there. And we just disbanded our national edition just about 10, 15 years ago. But the foundation was there. People still recall the Courier throughout the South and its environs. So again, I'm very pleased to accept on behalf of the New Pittsburgh Courier this very distinguished award. And let me tell you again, it's great that this is happening during the month of Black History, simply because we record Black History every week. Know it. Thank you.
Congratulations again to all of our awardees and honorees tonight. If you're like me, the reporter and me can't wait to see what's behind this cloth, so I'm going to turn the program back over to the Honorable Mayor Luke Ravenstahl for that part of the program.
Before we do that, I want to thank our Mistress of Ceremonies, the wonderful Lynn Hayes Freeland. Thank you very much. I think we have a bundle of flowers for her. That voice is incredible. You did a great job. Thanks, Lynn, for being here. Congratulations to the honorees. Of course, Phil, on behalf of the Irvis family, and Rod Doss. And when Rod Doss said President Bush, I broke out into a cold sweat. I said, President Bush, there's this new guy, Obama, and then I realized that he was mentioning our great president of the Urban League, not our former president of the United States. So I want to thank Esther once again. President Bush, thank you for your work and in leading the Urban League of Pittsburgh. And it's now my pleasure and honor to, along with Esther, reveal the plaque. As I mentioned in my remarks, it will be something that will be here every single day throughout the year. It's something that we believe in, something that I believe in, and hopefully this is a start of something dynamic to raise awareness, to give people hope, to spread the word about the opportunity that exists here. And so the fine work that was done by Leslie will be displayed, a young African-American woman who did a fine job with this as well. So we're happy about her work. Thank you, Leslie, for the work that you've done. You did a fine job, and you're to be congratulated as well. So this concludes our ceremony. After we reveal the plaque, we invite you to stay as long as you would like and have a wonderful rest of Black History Month. Thank you for being here. It's beautiful. You got to come up and get a picture with us.